Okay, we were watching Hashbrowns, who's going to be opening as Ryan on New Queen Street. This is Plat 5 on PC. I went 9-1 2 days ago, and since then I've won 3 out of 15 games, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm just doing what I was doing 2 days ago, yet it's making me lose miserably. I'm lost of what to do, and appreciate guidance on what I'm doing wrong. Thank you. um, and specifically, they say that they felt like they did really well on this map. I would open by saying, if you went 9-1, I think it's really easy to say that it's all you. Doing all the wins, but there's some element of luck involved. And if you lose 12 out of 15 games, then it's probably not all you either. It's definitely gonna be mostly you, but it's not gonna be all you either, right? So I'm just saying, big win streaks, big loss streaks. It's not always your fault. Like there's always some degree of volatility involved, but I'm sure there are things that you could do to improve. So let's kind of play this. So for starters, I think that you open in the wrong door. You should have gone left door. Get up faster. My preference here, and I think it's kind of evolving as we sort of understand the meta of the map, is I think you should try to take high ground as soon as possible. Because I think if you take high ground, they go low ground, you can go low ground. But if you go low ground, they have high ground, you're kind of screwed, and you can't necessarily go back up quickly. So I think your default here should be to take high ground. Lucio's here, right? Honestly, you could have even charged him. I don't know if you had charge over then, but you could have charged him too, just to get pressure. Okay, Reese is here. You should recognize, hey, the Orisa is going to put pressure on your back line. It's going to prevent people from going downstairs. You have to step in front of the Orisa here. Okay, you have to step in front of Orisa. Like, you're safe, right? You feel safe behind this planter, but you have to step up here to stop the Orisa. Otherwise, she's putting a lot of pressure on your back line right now. But instead, you chase a Lucio. That's a big mistake, right? Again, you're not doing anything to stop the Orisa. She charges. You charge her when she's purple. She's fortified. I think it's a reasonable charge. You had full health, right? Dodge the anti-nade. Okay, this is fine. Hanzo gets a pick. Hanzo gets another pick. This fight's over. Right? You got lost 3. It's farmal charge. Right? Just swing farmal charge. This fight's over. Don't try to get out. Getting out is a mistake. Getting out is a huge mistake. Right? You're gonna die here, and you're gonna end up being staggered by like 20 seconds after your first person died, right? So let's look at when the first person died. Okay, so 56 seconds. Okay, and right now the fight's over at 58 seconds. At this point, I already know this fight's over. Right? You're not gonna win without your DPS. So you end up dying at 114. So you wasted 18 seconds, right? 56 to 114. Yeah, you wasted 18 seconds trying to stay alive here instead of just dying right away. This is like Overwatch 101, right? Fight's over, just die. Don't try to get out. Getting out, like, what does it really help? Like, it just saves some ult charge. Beyond that, that's all the only difference. Okay, get out here, right? First thing you should do, I notice that you're not looking back at all to check your team's positioning. You should look back, right? You're just kind of going forward right away. That's a bad fire strike, right? The odds of you hitting that is very low. She's also super extended, and it's pretty obvious that she's going to go back to her team. Okay, you look at her positioning. She's definitely going back to her team, right? This is a waste of fire strike. So you've wasted, I think, 2 fire strikes here and farmed no ult charge. Right? That's complete whiff. There's no way that's going to land. Okay, you could just waited. Like, think about right. Oh, Hanzo killed 2. That's unfortunate. So again, fight's over, right? Hanzo killed 2. Like, sometimes it just happens, right? Whether or not DPS is just popping off or there's a skill difference or whatever it is, but this fight is not winnable. Okay, trying to stretch it into a winnable fight is a mistake. You just want to end this fight. You get slept here while charging. Yeah, you charge. I kind of understand that. Hopefully you're trying to end the fight, right? I would just walk forward down and just swing. It's okay. It's like just die, right? You just want to die or survive, right? I guess so they are making a mistake not pushing you and killing you. That's what should have happened. The Orisa should have just walked into you and just committed and killed you. But if they're gonna give you this mistake, it's fine. So most important thing is not to die now, because then you're getting staggered. You really do not want to die right now. You don't want to do this charge. Plus, it's into the wall. I think you saw the purple, but your team can get that. Okay, so their team made a big mistake. Now you should follow up, right? Hopefully, be able to turn this as soon as possible. So I noticed that you don't really shield hop well, right? Which is where you jump, right? Toggle shield on, and then hit the ground, and then toggle it off to get the speed boost. So you basically improve like 80% speed, but keep your shield up most of the time. Okay, charge. I think it was reasonable charging. Get ready for sleep. Yeah. Again, I would charge and then cancel and then pop shield because it's like such an obvious sleep for the Ana. Okay, Okay, this Hanzo's really dominating your team. So once again, right, Hanzo's got kills. Alright, good kill. Again, you could have killed the Orisa, I think, multiple times here. Right? Just throw a Fire Strike right now and she dies. Just throw a Fire Strike. Oh, man. I don't know. Knew that she was going to spin, but now you throw Fire Strike right straight up the middle of the stairs. There's no way she can dodge this. This is, I think, a mistake, but Deanna's not paying attention. Oh, it's going to be a mistake. You're very lucky to not get antied there. Alright. Reasonable Shatter. You cannot miss that swing. So, the reason you missed the swing is because you didn't tilt your camera right to the left. If you tilted your camera to the left, it extends the hammer hitbox. Again, this is like Ride 101 stuff. At Plat 5 on PC, you should know this. Okay, so you go Winston, which I think is actually a good idea, right? So the Hanzo is clearly a problem, right? The tank is doing nothing. Their Orisa's like doing basically nothing and has missed multiple opportunities to kill you. So I would say that it is very possible in this game that there is maybe like a duo queue, like 2 people queued together on your team and let's say 2 on their team, and it could be like the Hanzo on their team who is queued with someone who's lower ranked, so the Hanzo ends up being the highest ranked person in the lobby. But at this point, considering how many picks the Hanzo's gotten, I would probably exclusively dedicate myself to shutting the Hanzo down, just because he's doing so much work in this game. This is just, all the things have gone wrong here. So you step out here into, like you see the Anna in the back, right? Anna is isolated right now, you could go for her. So you drop down here into 2 people, which is still fine, but you decide to do a right click instead of left click. You could have got some zaps in. You leave your back open to the Anna, which means that you get slept. You throw the bubble too late, okay? You can walk up to the anti-you and now you're screwed. It's a good jump out, but yeah, I mean, that's just you need to get further. That's a bad jump, right? You get stuck in the middle. You're lucky that the Risa spear to the wall, right? Risa trying to commit to you, which is honestly a mistake for her. You should not die here. You do a really bad jump. This is just bad Winston mechanics. Okay, so you get nanoed here. Okay, let's pause. So you have jump right now. Okay, let's look. Who should you be going for? Well, you have the Orisa, the virtually full health Orisa, who presumably still also has Fortify, right? I don't know if you saw her use Fortify or not. I guess she used Fortify, but either way, you're not gonna kill the Orisa. Okay, you have the Lucio right here, who's within zap range. You can just walk around the corner and zap the Lucio, and you have the Hanzo here, okay, that you could kill. And you decide to do none of the above. You jump too far, right? So this is bad Winston mechanics. So you jumped way too far past the Orisa, right? You don't do the 50 impact landing damage plus the 30 melee. So you missed out on 80 damage right here, which plus nano would be 120 damage, okay? If you landed on the Orisa. A. B, I don't know why you're going for the Orisa at all. C, you now put yourself within range of the backline, who were moving the cart, so they shouldn't have been part of this fight at all. So you now made this a 5-on-1 instead of a 3-on-1. And C, I don't know why you didn't just kill the Lucio or the Hanzo, right? Like, this is, if you watch this play, there's no way you could watch this play and be like, I made the right call here, okay? You have to be better than this, okay? Your Nano just gave you Nano. That's like a huge commitment by your team, and you did absolutely nothing with it. Like, I think you did max 100 damage with the Nano. Comparatively, what should you have done? You should have done probably something like 300 to 500 damage and gotten at least 1 kill. So that was, at best, a 20% efficiency ultimate. Okay, you're not full health yet, right? You really should get healed. You're actually, I'm pretty sure, blocking the healing by the angle that you're taking. Because when you go around the corner here, right? See, she's trying to heal you, but you step to the left, right? You should just stay in the doorway, get fully healed. That last healing, the last 100, 50, 100 healing matters because it's armor. So it's more valuable than 100 health at the bottom, if that makes sense. And if you don't know how armor mechanics work, I strongly suggest you look it up. Alright, Orisa's extended, this is the right call, right? Oh my god. Unfortunate. So, but as we can see, the Orisa is bad. Orisa's like super bad. She's consistently out of position, which again makes me feel that the Orisa's probably the bottom ranked player on their team. So the Orisa's not going to provide much value. It's up to you to recognize you're probably higher MR or SR or SR, MOR, whatever, than the opposing Orisa, and you have to recognize, okay, she's not a threat. I need to go after the people who are actually killing my team. Okay, this is like a reasonable bubble. You step through the bubble. I think you put the bubble down too early. right? You jump in here, you're at 500 health, you could have walked forward more and then put bubble down. Because now you don't get the full value of the bubble because you have to leave the bubble right now to attack. Plus you had the soldier in here as an option as well. Okay, see now you're getting shredded. Imagine if you put the bubble down like 2 seconds later and none of this would be happening and you would have blocked the anti. Okay, now you die. That's just like basic like Winston stuff that you're just overcommitting, okay? You step out into the bubble, you have 2 DPS and 2 supports attacking you. Your supports are not here. They cannot heal you. Alright? And you just get absolutely shredded. Even if your supports were here, I don't think they would have kept you alive, right? Because you would have got purple anyway. So, like, there's no reason that you should have lost this fight. The Orisa had just died, okay? It's 4-4, but you have a tank and they don't. This is an easy win. So, 100% your fault. All you do is just simply not be that aggressive. Just be like, okay, just reset, wait for another bubble, and then push in. Okay, your Echo's going in on the Ana, so you should be going in on the Ana. Right, you put bubble down, that's fine. Okay, you kill the Ana, great. Winston beats low. You slam into the ball. Okay, you're getting shredded. Alright, good jump away. Yeah, that never would. So you put bubble down right now, but you don't really need bubble. Okay, like, the Orisa is realistically not going to chase you into their spot, right? If she chases you here, she's going to die anyway. I don't think you use bubble here. I think you save it. Okay, now you jump in. Okay, your jumps are really bad. Like, just mechanically, they take way too long. Like, you jump in the air for so long, and then come down, right? Get absolutely shredded. Imagine if you had bubble there, right? I mean, like, if I look at this, you don't look like a Winston player. You certainly don't look like a platinum level Winston player. Like, this is, what is this? I hope this is a misclick. This feels like high silver maybe level Winston play. It doesn't feel like you actually know. Okay, you should have broken the railing. Yeah, I don't. Okay, this is a very dangerous jump. Okay, now you're going down the hallway. You're forced to use bubble, but it does absolutely nothing. Right? It's like, okay, it saves you 2 shots. You never should have been in that position to begin with. Your Hanzo is killing people because you're not doing anything to stop the pressure. I mean, you said you played well in this game. I haven't seen anything here that makes me feel like you played well. Okay, you walk up, you zap thin air for a good 2 seconds, wasting a bunch of ammo, right? Look at 100. Zap, 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 zap. And then you finally hit the Lucio right then. You used 34 ammo until you hit your first shot. You once again hit another light post, and you get absolutely shredded. I mean, you're doing nothing in these fights. Like, you're just feeding ult charge. Okay, you're just AFK here for some reason. Right, this is a good opportunity to zap safely. Right, high ground, you decide to commit. Okay, Genji's in. Great, kill the soldier. Okay, soldier in Xano. You know, it is what it is. Right, do the best as you can. Right, jump, good jump. You should reload while you're in the air, right? You put down bubble for no reason. Good right click. Okay, bad jump, right? Again, you had no idea what was behind that corner, right? In replay, we can see who's there, but you don't know what's here, right? Using jump right here could have easily, they could have gone Reaper, for example, and you just die right now because you jumped in. Brig luckily misses her bash. Just walking like this, you see how you just took 300 damage and fed a ton of ult charge and gave soldier in charge? That's a really bad idea. Okay, it's your job to deal with this. Okay, you're on the soldier, which is good. Just keep staying on her. You have primal here, right? So just stay on her. Bad jump again. Okay, too slow, too vertical. Just land in her face, right? You have plenty of health. Just land in her face. So you see how you jump high in the air? Okay, you didn't need to do this. You could have just done a short jump, right? Short jump right here, bam, right into her, and then melee, and she instantly dies. There's no need for you to go up in the air that long. All right? Just there's a lot of inefficiencies with your Winston play all over the place. And the Moira, right? Melee cancel good. All right, you go for the Hanzo, which I think is the right call. Right, kill the Hanzo, great. Go back. Go for the Moira now, right? Good jump through, or a Brig. Don't do this. So, I know you got the kill, but you easily could have died for that. It would have not been worth it. Right? Once they're on the corner, just let it go. Right? It's okay. Like, yeah, you had primal, but using primal to get out of there is a huge mistake. Primal's a big ultimate. Well, it can't be. Okay, she's walking in. If you see this, this is Terra Surge. Okay, watching her walk in this aggressively, spinning, 100% on ulti is about to happen. Right? So you get pulled in, jump. So this is a mistake. Right? In this situation, right, in a 4-on-4, because you know it's 4-on-4 because you killed Brig, right? You know you have all 4 here. This is a winnable fight. Just because she's ulting doesn't mean you're going to lose this fight. You should have jumped into their 3 people, right? Pop bubble, and then fought it out, okay? And then assuming if she kills 2, I don't pop primal. If she doesn't kill anybody, I pop primal and win the fight. This is a big mistake. You jumping backwards here gives up tons of space, and your team is going to die. Right? Genji dies. All right. Again, you see how long you are in the air? It gives so much time for the enemy to respawn and scatter. Okay? Again, just really bad Winston mechanics. Okay. So, Coalescence popped. Again, not a good jump. Okay, you pop primal here, but why? Right? Let's look at this. Land. You're gonna land right here. 261. Okay, I have Moira who does 70 damage a second with Coalescence. I have the Brig, maybe can burst, but I've seen her use a lot right now. All right, she's clearly trying to get away. Now team's trying to go around me. I think you can zap like a little bit longer here, especially since you have bubble. Right, I pop bubble here and then just go onto the Moira side and flip it and see what's behind me, and then I pop primal to try to get a little more value out before I pop primal. You pop primal immediately. Okay, great. Are you gonna 1-on-4 them right now? Like, what is your plan? You have to isolate a target and kill him. Okay, you see Hanzo, right? Reasonable hits. You miss him. Okay, I would put it. You just straight up missed him there because you're just holding down left click instead of aiming. Right? You miss the Hanzo on that shot. Trade to the flying. You get completely shredded in primal. All right, you do get out, which is good, but you got very little value out of that. I don't know why you're holding. You right click way too much. Again, another straight up jump. Okay, wait. So either you get out here or you recognize. You see that Hanzo over there who's super low? He's clearly fighting somebody, right? So your Echo's gone in. You could jump over here and then kill his Hanzo instantly and then go get Mega. That's actually the right call here. Right? You don't see it or you choose not to get it. You clip the top. Pop bubble even though no one's actually attacking you. The team has gone back, right? Now you go in, but you don't have bubble and you don't have health. So you're gonna die super fast here. Alright, you're extremely lucky to live here. You really should be dead. Honestly, if I was a reason, I would hunt you down and kill you right now, and then you get super staggered.
2 minutes.
You decide to attack from the back, which is okay. You totally flub that. I don't even know why you want to go back to window, right? If you want to go back to window, you could have just walked upstairs and gone this way. I think this flank is going to take too long, which is correct. Right? Brig's there. You zap the Brig. I do like the right-click cloaking. I think the right-click cloaking is good. Probably should do more of that myself. Okay, your front line kills Orisa. So this is a 1 fight, right? So it's 4 and 3 right now. You should push this aggressively. Right? So, in that situation, don't jump the Sojourn. Okay? Why? Because the Sojourn has to get out. Again, you know the Sojourn has to get out. It's a 4-on-3 situation. Jump the Moira, right? This is the direction the Sojourn's going. She's going to slide this anyway, and you get to do all that damage. Instead, you jump the Sojourn. Okay, so she slides out. You put Bubble down. Again, Bubble's not doing anything. Grab the Moira. Okay. I'd weave in more melees to get more damage, because Moira, which is healing yourself, can last a long time. Save your ammo. Again, you pop Bubble here, but like Bubble against what, right? Like Brig can swing at you through it. She can walk through a bash easily. She can whip shot you through it, like not like through the bubble, like step forward very easily. She's not strictly afraid of you. She already has rallied. Like this bubble's not doing anything. You're not gonna kill the Brig anyway, so just blocking the Morgula is not helpful. Okay, you let Hunter just completely light you up. All right, again, imagine if you have bubble right now, and then you die. Soldiers carrying this fight. Right, Reese is dead. Okay, you're in overtime right now, which is very unfortunate. So you have to be perfect from here on out to win. Alright, so you have to win probably 3 team fights. Depends how aggressive they are. Possibly 4 team fights. So you have primal here, so a lot you can do. It's not your job to stay on cart. I assume Baptiste is gonna do that. Okay, Orisa's overextending right now. This is the right call to come back. Bubble, right? Unfortunately, get the Baptiste. I would be a little careful with the card here, because you know Baptiste is dead, and that's who I would expect to get the card. I would be very careful about taking chip damage right now, because you only have one support.
Pushing ahead now.
So you get the forward spot. Again, you don't want to push this quickly, right? You just want to slow play this. Right? Don't fight the Orisa. This is not a good plan. From Orisa, I'm thrilled if you do this to me. Right? I'm just gonna do a ton of damage to you. I'm gonna farm ult. You have ult right now, and she doesn't. So you don't want to be trading damage with her. All right, Hanzo kills. So again, this never should have happened. Okay. You going high ground and having the Orisa, like, to challenge the Orisa is a bad idea. You should just stayed low ground and waited for the Hanzo or the backline to become relevant, and then you go. Okay? Because you're down here, you're not putting any pressure on the Hanzo, and the Hanzo gets to keep spamming away until he gets a kill. Right? You're just continually, like, you're not giving any space for your team. They can't safely stand here. If you just waited here, okay, you see the Hanzo, jump the Hanzo. Right? Never fight the Orisa. So this is your fault. Again, bad jump, right? Way too much arc, way too slow, right? Your team, luckily, is able to get kills without you. Again, very lucky. You don't want to prod primal here. Again, like, you still have quite a few fights to go, right? You have at least one more, if not two more fights. Okay, that's exactly what I said. So why do you primal here? Right? What happens here that causes you to primal? Okay, you jump in, 271, around the corner, no one in your team can help you, and you used bubble. Why are you even jumping in here? You're not going to get these kills. You think you're going to get these kills? Okay, let's see it. Does it look like anyone's dying here? Does it look like anyone's even getting low? How does it look low to you? Nope. I don't think the Hanzo dropped below 3/4 health. That was a terrible wasted primal. You used that entire primal to do, I don't know, 200, 240 damage maybe, and didn't get anybody even to 50%. That was an entirely wasted primal. It literally would have been better if you hadn't used primal at all, because all you did was just give them ult charge. Just very, very poor primal mechanics, plus a bad choice of primal. Again, right now, enormously good time to have primal available. You could jump into 4 people, zap all of them, put down bubble, buy time, use primal, okay, and then potentially win this fight. But instead, you've thrown this away. Okay, Terror Surge happens. Again, this is why I warned you to not farm Orisa ulti. Alright, kill the Kiriko. Dragon's there. It's gonna jump out. Okay, but I don't think you have the sustain to be able to do this. Now this jump I think is actually okay, like this buying the time jump multitude, but you still have anything, right? Okay, so theoretically, this video started with Reinhardt, but in reality it's actually pretty much mostly Winston. I think your Reinhardt play was like okay, certainly not anything that's going to be swing. Like, you don't deserve to win games because of what I saw in Reinhardt, right? You're just kind of going with the flow. Nothing here is like, okay, if you want to climb, you have to carry games, right? You have to clearly be the best player, at a minimum best player in your team, if not best player in the game. That was not happening on Reinhardt. I think you were okay, right? You're just one of the people who's eternally kind of stuck in their rank because they don't really know what to do to be better. Your Winston play was very poor. I would say poor enough that if you were playing Winston consistently, I would expect you to drop out of platinum and potentially drop out of gold. So we covered a lot of different things, but I would say starting one, jump mechanics, decision of when to go in, right, and where to land, bubble mechanics, and primal mechanics and primal decision making. I think all of those things were significantly worse than platinum level Winston play. And hopefully, like, when I covered like the details of like why those mechanics aren't very good, hopefully that like kind of sinks in as to like the gaps that you have in the decision making that you're having. And I would also add up at the end that again, you're not looking back at your team pretty much ever to see what their positioning is, which is something I think you should do a lot more of. Hopefully that's helpful.